Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're also going to talk about Ethereum, but we're mainly going to focus on Bitcoin. And we're going to take a look at the lower degree regarding the head and shoulder pattern formation we talked about not too long ago, and the possibility of the head and shoulder pattern formation failing or being successful, and we could be looking for a potential move to the upside. If it is successful, we could be looking for a 1-to-1 extension to the upside up to basically 41-42 area, right? So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. If you find the content useful, you can join my public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join Send Premium, we got a special offer, 50% off, for the year 2020, for the 2020 year, right? Of, the bull market. So now let's take a look at Bitcoin. Before we talk about Bitcoin, on the lower degree, we're going to take a look at it on a weekly basis. As you can see, something we talked about previously was like when the weekly is, when the weekly candle is engulfing early in the week, sometimes it is not a strong sign of bearishness. Okay, we did talk about it back in like November, late November, when we had a nice early, weekly engulfing. We said, oh guys, that's not that bad. Okay, and early December, we got this, same structure. Weekly was actually very, very engulfing, and we were buying the dip all the way down to 17.1. Okay, right here we were buying the dip with the double, which was basically a flat correction. We were buying the dip all the way down to basically just about 16.1. Okay, 16.1 to a 16.5 area. So that time, if you take a look at it on a weekly basis, you're not going to see any type of correction. Okay, most people just call it reversal, reversal candle. But if you take a look at it on the lower degree, right, it was a flat correction. Okay, so we did anticipate a drop to the downside, right, a reversal and another drop. Okay, and if I zoom out, if I do this once again, right, on a weekly basis, right, you're not going to be able to see anything. Okay, you're just going to see like some wicks to the downside, and you're not going to understand how to basically incorporate it into your analysis to understand what's going on. That's why we were very, very bullish at a at 20k area, right, 20 to 16k. If you take a look at the current situation, we could be potentially making the same type of move where we're going to be dropping, right, market going to just like what we're getting right now. We potentially already got the drop right here, and price action going to reverse, right, within the next like a few days and so on. And then the very next week, something like that, we're going to be dropping again, right? So if you take a look at it on the lower degree, it is going to look like it will look like this. Okay, so you're going to get this move, and you're going to get the reversal, and afterward you're going to get the drop again, just like what we just talked about right here. So that is a potential move. It is one of our best setup. We've been using it since like 2019, so we're pretty much familiar with the move. So that's why whenever we see it, we just take it. We do not hesitate. A drop down to 6-hour 21 EMA, bounce, a drop down to a 6-hour 100 EMA, bounce back up to the 21 EMA, getting rejection down to the 6-hour 100 EMA, or even down to the 8-hour. Okay, so it doesn't have to basically double bottom at the 6-hour right here. It can basically break it and basically retest the 8-hour. But I wouldn't be too as a bull, right, you don't want to be too greedy, because the potential move, if the trade is successful, it is going to be a potential 25 to 30% reversal candle, right? So you could be looking for a potential 30% move back to like a 42, 39 to 42 area, depending where you're going to be bottoming at. But even if we bottom right now at our target of 32.7, we got target all the way down to the 8-hour, 100 EMA. You're looking for a 40% move, 30 to 40% move. So the best thing to do is like be cautious in this range, and know, the probability of BTC reversing, okay, the bulls pushing back the price to the upside, is very good. Okay, so not to be greedy, just take it slow and ride it slow, right, and take it to the moon, right? So now let's take a look at BTC on the lower degree. So if you take a look at BTC on the lower degree, one thing you just have to keep in mind whenever you get these whenever you get these type of setups, is like your MACD and your RSI are going to be your best friends. Okay, so your first best friend, it is going to be MACD, and your second best friend going to be your RSI, right? So let's take a look at MACD. Okay, so if you take a look at MACD, one thing you just have to anticipate with this type of a big sell-off and reversal, price action moving slow, you just don't know what to do with it. Okay, you be like, okay, should I be entering a long right here, or should I be entering a long right there? You just don't know. One thing you could anticipate to give you a better judgment is like, all right, do I have a divergence? You be like, no, I don't. Okay, you be like, okay, do I have a divergence on my RSI? You be like, no, I don't have one, right? So what can I do? I gotta start laddering position just about 0.618 pullback. Okay, 0.618 pullback. If you do a swing low and swing high, right, you can see like that was our target, because what we said was like we're gonna buy at the in my premium group, right? So if you haven't joined my premium group yet, you can basically join my public Telegram group. At least you're gonna get some of these setups, right? We're gonna buy at 305, right, which is like 30,500, right? At the 6 hour 100 EMA exactly. We called it in real time, right? And we're gonna take it back up to basically 37. That time 37 was like 1 hour 100 EMA, right? So but we still got rejected just by like 36.7, which is like 1 hour 100 EMA. That's why I don't like to give exact target, because I use these moving averages. All right, and this is one of our best setup. Okay, we bounced back up to the 1 hour 100 EMA, and we said we're going to drop all the way down way to a 0.618. If you take a look at it, right, in our premium, people played it beautifully. Okay, we played it beautifully. Long right here, sold right there, right? Bought the dip right here, right? Sold right there. Some was bought the dip at 0.618, sold again at 31.35, right? Just by 35, and looking to start long and now laddering position, because all you're making is profit. You made profit right here. You shorted it down to 0.618, you made another profit, taking it back up to 35, right? And now you basically looking to long. Okay, even if you don't short it right here, you're looking to start laddering position. Okay, you can just take the profits and put it back. The thing is, the divergence you're going to be looking for, it is like it could potentially, all right, hit 1.27 to 1.41 to the downside, right? Remember 1.27 when Ripple XRP last week, right? Ripple XRP was like, I think like 24, 25. What we were expecting is like a 1.27, 1.41 extension to the downside, right? If you take a look at it, even though I'm gonna be looking for a potential bullish reversal right here, if we drop it, we could potentially look for a drop right here, 1.27 and 1.41. And if you take a look at 1.27, 1.41, it is exactly at 28.5, right? Based on this extension right here, swing low to swing high, right? 1.27 going to be 28.5, 1.41 going to be 27.781. Okay, so I'm not saying we're gonna hit it, but it will basically give you a better idea what type of position you wanna hold, right? Let's say you wanna hold a $100 position in this range. You'll be like, okay, let me just hold a $50 position, right? I know the target to the upside, it is just about like 40,000 rand. If the trade setup is successful, let me just go in 30 to 40%. And if we hit 1.27 to 1.41, we got a very good probability, right, to basically reverse right here with a potential divergence, right? So the divergence you're going to be looking for, it is going to look like this potentially, right? If and only if we do not double bottom. Even with a double bottom, it is going to be a divergence, right? It is going to look like this, right? Price action is slow right now, and it's going to hit your 1.27 right there, and you're going to basically look for the divergence. MACD is very slow. It doesn't have the same velocity as the price action, so it is still going to do something like this. That way, you're going to be very confident, right? The likelihood of BTC pushing back up is very high, and then you're basically just gonna take it to the moon. When price action pump above the 21 EMA, you add on right here and you take it to the upside, right? The reason why I'm telling you all of this is like we did play it perfectly back then, back in 20K area, and we did play it right here perfectly also, right? If you remember back in like a 17K, right, when BTC dropped down here, right? When BTC dropped right here, what I was saying was like, guys, do not basically try to take it to the moon right here. That's the first retest of the 21 EMA, so you don't mess with it. Price action dip heavily below it, retest of it, you gotta take it to the downside, and look for a divergence. Similar setup, right? Look for the divergence, right? Wasn't quite beautiful, but 95% accurate, right? So, and basically we were very confident BTC was gonna reverse. You got double divergence, right? Double bottom, price action above the 21 EMA, bullish crossover right there. That's the type of setup you're gonna be looking for. You take it to the moon, triple bottom right here, triple top right there, you get out. Okay, so now let's go back to the current price action and take a look at it again. So if you take a look at it again, we do have a very, very good chance. I wouldn't give it like 100% chance of making this move, but I would say like 40% chance, and give the double bottom, or even 0.618, 0.786, about like, I would say 6%, okay, 60 to 65% of being successful. And we could at least, guys, at least, okay, if the bulls are strong enough, the list, okay, we could get, it is going to be a potential flat correction right here, which is a bearish pattern, but we're going to talk about it. I'm seeing it, but I don't want to basically discuss this pattern right now because market is still bullish. Weekly engulfing on Tuesday, right? Wednesday, that's not something like to worry about, right? If we had a weekly engulfing on Friday, okay, Saturday, I would be, cautious. But as I mentioned it previously, okay, weekly engulfing on Monday, Tuesday, it is not something to worry about, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum very quickly. It is actually same setup, so I won't need to like talk about Ethereum heavily. All right, so Ethereum, just about as you can see, Ethereum weekly is beautiful. Sometimes you get like beautiful bearish setup, okay, in a bullish manner. I don't know how to explain it, but when you see like these beautiful bearish setups, they just tell you like something big is about to happen, okay, which is bullish. Something big and bullish is about to happen, right, for Ethereum. So beautiful engulfing candle right here, and right there what we got was like a beautiful engulfing candle. We dropped all the way down to 305, okay, but what happened next was like, you can see, even though we dropped right there, okay, you can see what happened next. We've been bullish on Ethereum since like 400 range, right? Right there we were bearish. We said, okay, if we break above like a 410, right, 380 and so on, and higher, we're going to be bullish on Ethereum, because Ethereum is still on the above the weekly 21 EMA, and at the same time Ethereum was holding very strong above the daily 21, okay, 3-day 21, excuse me. All right, so you can see like 3-day 21, even though we dropped, we double bottom, exactly same setup, we making right now right here, okay, but we're making it on a lower degree, okay. We're making this U-shape, okay, U-shape U-shaped curve, double bottom, and pushing to the upside on a 2-day basis, right? Still was looking pretty good, okay, was looking pretty good. Price action still above the 2-day 21 EMA, so I'm not that bearish on Ethereum. So Ethereum is extremely bullish, as long as basically we staying above the 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, and MACD, staying bullish, okay. As you can see, we're not even getting any divergence on 2-day basis on Ethereum. That's how bullish Ethereum is, right? You want to get some sort of divergence, at least on your 2-day time frame, right, to call for reversal or like tap out. You see what I'm saying? Can price action dip below it, right, below the 21 EMA? But MACD won't cross bearish, excuse me. Yes, that's very possible, okay. So we could get this move and that move, and at least get the double top or even a higher high. So Ethereum still very bullish. So would anticipate at least within the next like a few weeks, if Ethereum, okay, Ethereum bears, okay, don't break the 21 EMA, we definitely could see a potential like a flat correction right here, right, another reversal, retest, and then we're going to be taking it to the moon, right? Same setup as BTC. What happened back in the 20K for BTC was like, it made a flat correction just at 20K, okay. Ethereum is could potentially make a flat correction just at 1400, okay. So it's not quite at 1400, but my target was like 1333. You guys know my target, and we hit 1350 exactly. So I did not have any target above like 1333 up to 1343, okay. So, and we did well with Ethereum from like 750 right here, actually 700, okay. 700 right there, and basically took it to the moon. Okay, so Ethereum still looking very aggressive right now, Ethereum bulls. So just be cautious. If you're a bear, you do not want to be, I mean, not financial advice, right? You do not want to be a bear while market is looking very strong above your daily 21, above your 2-day 21, above your 3-day 21, and MACD still pointing up. You see what I'm saying? Give it time to cool off, double tap, get rejected at 1400. You're gonna be like, okay, we're not gonna break 1400, we're just gonna take it to the abyss, right? Something like that, right? That is a possibility. So all right guys, that's all I wanted to cover for today, right? So if you're new to our content, you know exactly what to do. Don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join our public Telegram group. The link in the description. If you're looking to join Send Crypto Premium group for daily analysis, price target, live discussion, trade setups, alt going to the moon, and all of that good stuff, you can basically join my public Telegram group and basically just send me a message, and I'm gonna give you access to my premium group and all of that good stuff. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Trade safe. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.